a strange person.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the wittiest lines of dialogue written by one of Britain's finest comedy troupes.
The Lady of the Lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering samite, held aloft Excalibur from the bosom of the water, signifying by divine providence that I, Arthur, was to carry Excalibur. That is why I'm your king.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10. Hes Not the Messiah, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Now you listen here. He's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Now go away. Who are you? I'm his mother, that's who.
We're starting things off with a line so iconic it became the name of an oratorio written by Eric Idle. In just one line, it encapsulates the film's core themes. The film is, of course, a satire of religion, with this phrase poking fun at herd mentality and how people can blindly follow leaders.
I am not the Messiah, do you understand? Honestly!
Only the true Messiah denies his divinity.
What?
Decades later, and it still feels relevant. It's delivered by Terry Jones in the role of Mandy, Brian's mother. It's tough to pick Jones's best performance, but if we had to, Mandy would be at the top of our list.
There's no Messiah in here. There's a mess all right, but no Messiah. Now go away. Right, my lad, what have you been up to?
Number 9. She Turned Me into a Newt, Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
We have found the witch. May we burn her? Burn her!
How do you know she is a witch?
She looks like one.
Yeah, she looks
like
Bring her forward.
I'm not a witch. I'm not a witch.
It's almost impossible to forget the hilarious witch trial from their medieval adventure. Basically every line from this sketch could justify being on here, but our favourite is when John Cleese claims he was turned into a salamander.
What makes you think she is a witch?
Well, she turned me into a newt.
A newt?
I got better.
Burn her anyway!
Another especially memorable moment is when Cleese takes an unusually long time to say his line, which, as any Python superfan will tell you, was unscripted. It was so funny that it made its way into the final film. Plus, you can even see Eric Idle start chewing on his knife to stifle a giggle.
Good! So, why do witches burn?
Because they're made of wood.
Number 8. Youre All Individuals, Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Oh, please, listen. I've got one or two things to say. Tell us both of them. Look, you've got it all wrong. You don't need to follow me.
The fact that 2 lines from the same scene have made it on here goes to show how high quality a moment it is. A few seconds after Mandy told Brian's followers to buzz off, the naughty boy tries sorting it out himself. Unfortunately, they are not more inclined to listen to him, despite him being their messiah. The comedic timing of the "I'm not" in this scene is flawless. Which makes it even more surprising when you learn that it was actually improvised. Supposedly, some extra impulsively decided to shout it. They found it so funny that it was left in, and he was promoted to a speaking role.
You don't need to follow anybody. You've got to think for yourselves. You're all individuals. Yes, we're all individuals.
Number 7. House, the Secret Policeman's Ball.
House? You were lucky to live in a house. We used to live in one room, all 26 of us, no furniture, half the floor was missing. We're all huddled together in one corner for fear of falling.
You were lucky to have a room. We used to have to live in the corridor.
You'd be forgiven for believing the 4 Yorkshiremen sketch is originally from a Monty Python production. In actuality, it originates from the At Last the 1948 show, which was created by Cleese and Chapman.
Cardboard box?
Right.
Oh, you were lucky. We lived for 3 months in a rolled up newspaper in a septic tank. Right. Every morning we'd have to get up at 6, clean out rolled-up newspaper, eat a crust of stale bread.
Since then, it's been performed at a bunch of Monty Python live shows. It's pretty challenging to pick just one line as our favourite, with the characters constantly one-upping each other for how horrible their childhoods were. Our favourite performance was the one featuring Rowan Atkinson, a comedian we wish collaborated with the Pythons way more than he did.
Luxury. We used to have to get out the lake at 3 a.m, clean the lake, eat a handful of hot gravel, work 20 hours a day at mill for twopence a month, come home.
Number 6. Wait till biggest Dickas hears of this. Monty Python's Life of Brian.
Disperse them? Because I haven't addressed them yet. No, I know, sir, but my address is one of the high points of the Passover. My friend Biggest Dickas has come all the way from Rome just to hear it. Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar!
When it comes to Roman commanders, if you said your favourite was Biggest Dickas, you're probably Michael Palin's rendition of Pontius Pilate.
Well, no, sir, I think it's a joke, sir. Like, Silius Sodus or Biggest Dickas, sir. What's, funny about Biggest Dickas? Well, it's a joke name, sir.
The scene where his guards are desperately trying to keep their cool after mentioning his friend's name is potentially the peak of Python. The story goes that when filming, an extra accidentally chuckled at Palin's dialogue.
I have a very great friend in Rome called Biggest Dickas. Silence! What is all this insolence? You will find yourself in gladiator school very quickly with rotten behaviour like that.
Rather than cutting, he improvised, playing with the actors as Pilate and forcing them to hold back their laughter. Contrary to popular belief, it's unlikely they were told they wouldn't be paid if they laughed. It ended up becoming maybe the greatest piece of improv in Monty Python history.
Can I go now, sir? Ah! Wait till Biggest Dickas hears of this.
Number 5. Strange women lying in ponds. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Well, I am king. Oh, king, eh? Very nice. And how do you get that, eh? By exploiting the workers. By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma which perpetuates the economic and social differences in our society.
Next, we're going back to the Middle Ages, where King Arthur met a peasant comically well-educated on modern-day political theory. The juxtaposition between the class-conscious peasant and the king's feudal beliefs led to pure hilarity.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some farcical aquatic ceremony. Be quiet!
You may assume a peasant with ideas like this isn't historically accurate, and to an extent, it is. Lordless communes weren't uncommon in medieval England. Plus, in the Peasants' Revolt of 1381, some scholars criticised their era's feudal systems. Still, they wouldn't have used the language shown here, but it's still interesting how much truth there is to this whimsical sketch.
Didn't know we had a king. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You're fooling yourself. We're living in a dictatorship. A self-perpetuating autocracy in which the working classes...
Oh, there you go, bringing class into it again.
Number 4. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Monty Python's Flying Circus.
I don't know. Mr. Wentworth just told me to come in here and say that there was trouble at the mill, that's all. I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
As much as we'd like to make the most obvious joke imaginable, even the most casual Python fans would have seen it coming. It's a recurring sketch that often sees the crew pop out of nowhere, dressed like the Spanish Inquisition.
Our chief weapon is surprise. Surprise and fear. Fear and surprise. Our two weapons are fear and surprise and ruthless efficiency. Our three weapons are fear and surprise and ruthless efficiency and an almost fanatical devotion to the Pope.
Their defining line has since become ingrained in British culture, which has been referenced in countless pieces of media since. It might be their most widely known line, as it's sort of become an idiom in its own right. It's so prominent online that there's a high chance many people familiar with it have no clue who Monty Python is.
Amongst our weaponry are such elements as fear... I'll come in again.
I didn't expect a kind of Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Number 3. It's just a flesh wound. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
I move for no man.
So be it!
Out of all the action scenes from this classic comedy, our favourite has to be when King Arthur takes on the dreaded Black Knight. The knight guards a tiny bridge and will give his life to defend it. Well, if he could give his life, it's implied he's immortal, on account of dismissing losing limbs as just flesh wounds.
I said you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look! Just a flesh wound. Look, stop that! Chicken! Chicken! Look, I'll have your leg. Right!
It could easily be considered the Python's most hilarious fight scene. You may be surprised to learn it's based on a real medieval practice called the Passage of Arms. This was where a knight blocks a path and won't let anyone pass without a battle. Thankfully, these trends died down centuries ago. If they hadn't, doing your weekly shop would be a nightmare.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've heard worse.
Number 2. This Parrot is no more. Monty Python's Flying Circus.
I wish to complain about this parrot what I purchased not half an hour ago from this very boutique.
Oh yes, the Norwegian blue. What's wrong with it?
I'll tell you what's wrong with it. It's dead, that's what's wrong with it.
The most iconic sketch, written by no one other than Cleese and Chapman, is easily the pair's most famous. It's been performed countless times over the years, at live shows and in their 1971 movie, and now for something completely different.
This parrot is no more. It has ceased to be. It's expired and gone to meet its maker. This is a late parrot. It's a stiff. Bereft of life, it rests in peace.
It's so beloved by fans and Pythons alike that Cleese referenced the sketch in a eulogy to Graham Chapman. The story behind it is also pretty interesting. It was based on a real experience between Michael Palin and a car salesman, which then inspired a joke in the movie How to Irritate People, which in turn inspired this piece of comedy gold.
If it's resting, I'll wake it up. Hello, Polly. I got a nice cuttlefish for you when you wake up, Polly Parrot.
There, it moved.
No, it didn't. That was you pushing the gate.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Number 1. Your Mother Was a Hamster. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs. Go and boil your bottom, sons of a silly person. I'll blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King. You and all your silly English kniggets.
You're probably not a Python fan if you've never used this side-splitting insult yourself. Don't give it a try when you're genuinely angry though, or you'll sound like a fool. Cleese does a superb job at playing a condescending Frenchman who has some of the funniest insults in cinema history.
I don't want to talk to you no more, you empty-headed animal food trough whopper. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries.
Turns out it's based on a true story. King William laid siege to the city of Exeter after his conquest in 1068, and according to historian William of Malmesbury, one of the defenders literally did fart in his general direction. Unfortunately for them, it didn't lift the siege. Maybe if they catapulted more livestock over the walls, Exeter would have remained free from Norman rule.
Fetchy la vache. Quoi? Fetchy la vache. If you do not agree to my commands, then I shall... Jesus Christ!
Does one Monty Python joke stick out as your favourite? And did we include it on our list? Let us know in the comments section.